What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Trill League Fantasy Football Show. I am your host, the Trill OG, Bernard Bumby Freeman, along with our esteemed commissioner, my co-host today, Warwick Johnson. Dub J, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, bud. And yourself?
I'm not doing great, so I don't know how you doing great because we both 0-2.
Cause it's a wonderful day, man.
Oh, no, it's a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little cloudy, and the clouds are because of us. I feel like Charlie Brown. Yep. I feel like Charlie Brown and Lucy keep pulling the goddamn ball from under me every week. And I got to walk my bald-headed ass around with my head down, but not today. I will not have my head down today. The waivers have cleared. We're on to another week. I'm ready to compete again, but we got to go through these losses. We don't act like they don't happen. I was having that discussion with Commissioner because Commissioner's attitude is very calm and collected. He doesn't really get too excited. He doesn't get too down, but he's 0-2. So these twos don't really match. So we got to get to week 3 and try to compete again. I can tell you right now why I'm 0-2, underperformance. Basically, that's been the biggest problem for my team. I thought I drafted some great people, but they're just not really performing. One in particular, and we'll get to that when we go through the matchup, but I'm excited about the future. I made some waiver wire adjustments. I think I'm picking up a little bit of slack on this, so I'm excited about the future, and I'm playing somebody else who is also 0-2, so somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to win, and I believe it's going to be me this week. But I'm excited to continue to compete in this league. We got some great competitors in this league. We got some great games that people played in this last week. Let's just go over recount some of these matchups last week. Do you want to start with yourself, or you want to wait a little while? I'll give you some time.
Get me out the way.
You sure?
Cool. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it. Dub J, our wonderful commissioner, ran up against my brother Bandit, coach of the Middle Fingers, and it did not go well. And even in victory, there's still some issues as well. I'm looking at quarterback play on this. Neither one of them did really well.
Yeah. Joe Burrow ended up getting hurt, so I thought that was gonna help me, but it still didn't help me. Because Geno Smith underperformed.
And he had no excuse. At least Joe Burrow had an excuse for underperforming. And Geno did.
Yeah, 362 yards, 365 yards the first week. Thought was going to be good, but he came and just only dropped like 3 points. Like, come on, Geno, a bunch of interceptions. Like, it's not going to cut it, man. So I dropped him. So, sorry, Geno, but you're out of there.
So this is our last time seeing Geno Smith in appearance in the Dub J fantasy football lineup.
I'm going to leave it open. You never know. He might have a bounce back game, and catch his mojo, and I might need him, But right now, definitely.
So when you say drop him, you mean bench him?
Bench.
Okay, all right.
No, I dropped him.
So you put him back on the wire?
He's on the wire.
Oh, okay.
So feel free to go get him.
No, thank you. No, thank you at all. I see the biggest problem for you, me looking at it outside of quarterback play, was obviously defense. The Dallas Cowboys did not serve you well.
Cowboys, at one point, I don't expect much from the defense. I thought I was going to get a lot more, but, going against the Giants, a rivalry game, but the game didn't go as expected for a lot of actual players and, fan base-wise, but I took a chance with the Dallas, thinking, divisional game, they was going to take care of business, but it bounced back. But
now, to be fair, it was a shootout. Let's be fair. This was a shootout. So the idea of anybody having a leverage in the defensive play was out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I was expecting, them to kind of dominate due to the fact how Russell Wilson played, the first week. So
absolutely.
But it didn't happen.
Well, look, you'll get another chance next week. We'll get to that in a minute. Well, you jumped out there. Let me jump out there. I played Mo City Bowl, and, man, I got my hat handed to me. I really did. I got my hat handed to me. And, look, I had some players do amazing. I had Drake May got 30 points. Drake May had a great game against Miami. Most people are having a great game against Miami, to be fair. And Cooked. I got 30 points out of him as well. But then my wide receiver core, man, I had one good game with Gary Wilson. But for the most part, man, these guys have been disappearing, man, on all aspects. Brian Thomas Jr., there's a problem there.
Right.
There's a lot of new additions. They're trying to figure out who to get the ball to. Brian was his lead last year. you know.
Right.
And now it's just this team is all over the place.
Right.
And I'm not getting anything from Brian Thomas Jr. Now they're talking about it as a wrist injury. And they tried to say that he came into the game
With a wrist
with a wrist injury. I'm still trying to get some clarification on that. All I know, he didn't come to play. And I'm going to have to make a decision because I got him and Strange, who both play for Jacksonville.
Right. How you feel about him?
I like Strange. I'm not mad at him. If I can get 4 to 5 points out of a tight end, I can be happy because there's only so much McBride and Kraft play that's available for people from the tight end position. But again, I'm dealing with the fact, look, I got 3 Jacksonville players. I expected a big season out of Jacksonville. So far, Etienne is kind of playing like he should, but then he's splitting. With Tootin. I'm seeing more and more splits with him and Tootin.
Right.
But with Strange and with Brian Thomas Jr., man, I'm not really getting anything out of those guys, man. My kicker was trash, so like you, I dropped him. I dropped my kicker. I picked up Prater for 3 weeks, and Prater's been playing amazing. He hasn't missed yet.
Same kicker you dropped for the running back?
It might be.
Dropped the running back for the kicker?
Yeah, but you know, that running back is playing playing Duck Duck Goose. We got to see how he's going to come this week.
That's true. He didn't do too good last week.
No. So I don't worry about my ex. One man's trash is always another man's treasure.
Hold on. Breaking news. Like, you got the biggest deficit in losing this week?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that at all. 27 points.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Okay.
You know, it's only like 5 points more than yours. So I wouldn't jump out the window like you lost 152 to 151. I wouldn't go there, Commissioner. We'll don't worry. We'll get to your loss in a minute. So you can go ahead and have all. I will give you time. Make all the comments you want about the Trillionaires because we're gonna have a very deep discussion about your L in a minute.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep going. Killer Bees and Perk. Oh man, big perk. This is where that draft is starting to haunt you. Now, I got very surprised about Brees Hall. Brees Hall was playing okay. He only came with 6 points this week. I was very shocked by that. Of course, he had Terry McLaurin, who hasn't been hot all season yet. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of been
and
just
that was
under
his
the
first
radar.
Pick, so
absolutely
hurt.
Hawkinson, obviously 2 points.
Yeah.
JJ couldn't get the ball to him. Now, Jordan Mason, I love this about Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason only had 5.8. Right, which is crazy because both his running backs had the same point scored. Right. But unfortunately, Aaron Jones Sr. is down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be out. So Jordan Mason got the hot end.
Right.
He's going to get every touch from the running back position unless he doesn't hold up and maintain.
Right. And they starting to Wentz, I believe, as well. So.
Yeah, and look, when Wentz gets pulled out there, that first 2 weeks, golden.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Now, anything beyond that, I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Right.
Marvin Harrison Jr. for the Killer Bees. I don't know what we're going to do with Harrison Jr. Keep it up because I don't play Killer Bees this week. But, yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr., 4.7 points. That's not going to work. Sam Laporta, 5.6. I feel like that's just a fluke. I feel like Laporta going to get his numbers.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? He left Caleb Williams on the bench this time. He's steady starting Prescott, who's doing numbers. I see no reason why he shouldn't put him up there. Now, on Perk's side, Perk's got some issues. Perk, who, like any reasonable fantasy football player, started Patrick Mahomes over Jared Goff.
Right.
This week he came back to bite him.
Right.
He ended up leaving about 23 points on the bench.
Right.
By not starting Jared Goff. But to be fair, would you have started Jared Goff?
No. If I was thinking more of on a simple note, which is it's a pretty much soon to be maybe possibly rival game by being Ben Johnson is OC. Mm-hmm. I think I would have started Goff because I feel Goff would have had something to prove against his old OC and let him know like, hey, appreciate what you taught me, but I'm the one with the actual talent, and that's going to remember all the things that you spoke on before and utilize them against you. So I probably would have started him, but it's hard to bench Mahomes. It's just very hard to.
Well, look, a wise man once said, if you think you made hole, make another hole. So that's pretty much what Detroit was like. Okay, you know, they were left with like, you made Ben Johnson, well, make another one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
So
the talent is on the field.
The talent is absolutely on the field, and he's got Keenan Allen, Who I think a lot of people, we talked about that earlier, a lot of people sleeping on Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Keenan Allen been doing a real good job.
And he ain't got too many.
Old team. Yeah.
And he's got he hasn't got a lot of great action out of his wide receivers. McLaurin, obviously, we talked about. DJ Moore, that's obviously a shaky thing because Chicago's a little shaky right now. They're still trying to figure this thing out. And even with Diggs only got 7.2 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. He's going to have to figure out something with that waiver wire, baby. Get to it, Big Perk. Right, next up, this guy here, Blitzmaster Andre, went up against Light Feet Jerry. Light Feet Jerry, who had the highest draft score, is now 0-2, sitting there with me. I had a low draft score, so that is what that is. But this was a pretty close game.
Right.
This is a pretty close game. They both had wide receivers to get over 40 points, which is ridiculous. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Well, two people had wide receivers that both got off on the same day. So he ain't stepped that up. But this is what's crazy. Blitzmaster Andre won with Derrick Henry only having 3 yards.
Yeah, that's unheard of. You would think it would be more consistency with Derrick Henry, but he does have games like that. That's the only reason I kind of shied away from him, just because I don't know how they're going to utilize the run game. But as you can see, he had an awesome first week, and now second week, he underperformed. So, but he still got the win, so that's all that matters.
That's the thing that I noticed about the Ravens. They just care about winning. They don't really have to put a bunch of numbers on the board. If they run in that kind of a game, they will. If they need to put numbers on the board, they can. But they don't mind a 13-10.
Right.
They don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
They like that. And that's why I've always had issues with Zay Flowers and this offense, because they remind me of the old school Patriots. The Patriots, if they're playing a certain team, they would just run that bitch primarily. If they knew they had that advantage, they would run the ball. If they knew secondary was suspect, they throw the ball all day. And I feel like the Ravens operate like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because their defense is always going to keep them in the game. So I feel like Lamar put as much into it as he have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's not he's not there with a hero complex trying to do everything. If he can do a little something to win the game, he's going to do a little something. If he needs to do a lot of something to win the game, he's capable of doing a lot of something. But fantasy football, that leaves us in a very bad situation about doing numbers. Now, if you got Lamar Jackson, typically you hit your numbers.
Right.
But everybody else is kind of up to them.
Yeah, you never know who to start, what type of game plan they're going to run that week. So I try to stay away from them players.
Look like Drake London left him hanging more than anybody else. Drake London's been having a slow start this year, and he only gave him 3.9 points. Everything else looks like it was pretty comparable, but the quarterback play and that one wide receiver play was just enough to take Andre over the top. And Andre's killing it this season. I got to give it to him. Blitzmaster Andre doing his thing this season. I'll be playing Light Feet Jerry.
Light Feet Jerry?
I'm playing Light Feet Jerry this week.
Okay.
So we
got to see how Andre going to handle these injuries. We got Jalen Daniels might not be playing. So we're going to see who he has for us.
For his quarterback play, I'm sure he can pick somebody up off.
Well, he got Kyler Murray. So
he's got Murray on the bench.
He got Murray.
No, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be straight.
He'll be fine. Again, Blitzmaster Andre, he's lightning years ahead of some of us on this thing. All right, let's get to the matchup of the week last week, which was GOAT versus the self-made players. And once again, GOAT takes the victory. What does he get this week? Commissioner, what does he get?
Should I give him his A right now?
What you mean, should you? You owe him something. He won. You the one.
He don't get nothing every time he wins.
You took that shit off that man's name. You ain't bother nobody else's name. You made it personal. You told him, and we made a deal. He could get something back every week he went. This is week 2. You owe that man something. Get that man his A.
Man, I give him his A. You got your A. You earned it. That was a good victory. Good victory, especially you kind of warming up the guy that I'm finna play next, Kiki, which had a problem with the waivers. So hopefully, I give him another L as well. So we gonna see.
You kept that very minimal.
Yeah.
You kept that very minimal. You didn't. Shout out to Bina. Shout out to you, Coach Bina. You're doing an amazing job this season.
Shout out, man.
Certain people don't want to give you a call. I'm gonna give you flowers.
Well, I don't know.
I'm gonna give you flowers. Where's my camera? Where am I? Am I over here?
Yep.
Salute to you, brother. Too many times we see people in this culture being underappreciated. People are not being given their just desserts. And you deserve your just desserts. I'm gonna give you your flowers, Bina. Now don't mess this up and lose week 3, because he gonna give you and me the business for this. I don't wanna have a side on this. He brought this in here like this. I'm just trying to hold him to the standard he set for himself within the Trill League. That's all I'm trying to do.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, now, so next week, if you don't win, I'm gonna give him the business. All right, this will be, Go Time Gary versus Team Double Dose. Is Team Double Dose in the business? Team Double Dose is in the office. Can we get Team Double Dose into the studio, please, at some point? Can we send a runner over to his office or whatever it is and get him in
Come on
here?
in.
So he played against Good Time Gary this week, and unfortunately, like myself and the commissioner, he took an L as well. Now, right off top, I see that Jamar Chase finally had a great game.
Right.
Finally got his game going, which is crazy because his quarterback is not there to throw it to him. And it's kind of offset by the Puka Nacua. Puka did 31.
Right.
Jamar Chase did 38. But then you look down to the running back position. Kamara outpaced Tracy. And look at the tight end position. Bowers outpaced Andrews. And from the flex position, McMillan outpaced Evans. So it wasn't an outstanding victory, but he slowly chopped that tree down.
Yeah.
He chopped that tree down. Now, he left 5 points on the board because he started Stafford over Love. That was your boy. Let him down. That was your quarterback.
Right.
That let him down. And oh my, look at that. Merritt on the bench. But that was like the great running back you were saying that I left out there. That was the great waiver wire debate issue that I left out there, that apparently my knowledge was tested, that I left a great player out there. He basically did what my kicker did.
No.
He basically did what my kicker did.
No, your kicker got 0.
Right.
He got 1.7, which wouldn't have helped you anyway.
That's 1 catch of 7 yards.
Hey, regardless.
That's 1 catch of 7 yards.
That's better than a 0.
No, I'm sorry. That's not even a catch. He a running back. He a running back. That's 17 yards.
That's better than a 0. I'm just saying, you kick the ball 1 time, right?
So you rather bring your mama a D over an F? You still getting your ass whooped.
I'm just saying.
Still getting your ass whooped. That's all I'm saying.
It's better than a 0.
It is better than a 0, but it won't help you win either, as you can see. And I don't mean to have no team double dose like this.
Where is that kicker now?
What about that kick? That kick is gone. That kick is gone. And
why is he gone? That's why.
Because I found a better kicker.
Better than 0?
I found a better kicker.
Possibly find somebody
Bro,
better than 0?
I want you to get all this out before we get middle fingers on the phone. Please get all of this out.
Better than 0. So
Matter of
drop
fact,
the kicker.
Drop
the running back for a kicker to give him 0, then drop the kicker for who? Another kicker, so we'll see if they help you out.
Yeah, but that running back I let go hasn't performed yet. So I haven't done anything wrong.
That's why you just sit him on the bench. You don't put him to the waivers. You don't put him up for grabs. That's all I'm saying.
I see. And your record is 0-2, and my record is 0-2, but I'm in 8th place and you're in 11th place. So I don't think you have any position to tell me about what I do with my players on my draft, because obviously it's working for me better than you. Moving on. We have a guest on the line. Can we get this brother on the line? He is the coach of the Mighty Middle Fingers, who whooped who last week? Do I need to go through my list?
He whooped me.
That's right.
There
you go. Oh my God. Oh man. Big
man, it over here, man. It's sunny over here, baby. It's sunny over here.
Oh man.
It's sunny.
It was cloudy over here, man. I got out the car.
It's sunny over here, man. Look,
You got the shades on.
I want to thank the Trill League podcast, because look, I be watching. And I was watching last week, and the commissioner said something interesting. He said, Shakir, he didn't believe in Shakir. And I said, you know what? He's sure right. I put Kelsey in, and that helped me out. I appreciate that. I appreciate that advice.
See this? I talk about this all the time. We don't give no information. Commissioner, you need to check. You know what? I think you need to penalize yourself.
Hey,
we got to be careful. I explained this very early on in this. I am not giving up any information. This is one of my best friends in the world. He's an op. Until after the new year.
And I'm paying attention. I'm listening. I'm engaged. Look here. The question I have for you is, What you thought about Geno Smith? What made you want to start him? What was that thinking? What was the thinking in there?
I'm struggling with my quarterback, man. I'm struggling with my quarterback. Geno threw for 365 yards, I believe, 1 TD first week. So I was just like, come on,
And you
Geno, give me
believed
that
in that.
same
You believed in
energy.
that.
But he ain't pull it off for me, man.
Nah,
But
man, both Knicks,
understand
man.
this, that was a lucky win now. Don't get too happy. That was a lucky win.
Yeah, because you had all you people on the bench. Everybody that
Right. So as long as we got that understood, you know that if I wouldn't have overcoached, what some people say second guessing as well, then you know you would have been taking the left.
Up in here, man. Look here, man. I don't want to hear that. Man. You commissioner for how many years? You know better. Hey,
it's early. That's all I gotta say.
It's early. I ain't really just, big dicking because it's early. But I'm just letting you know better. But yeah, man, I got a little lucky on a couple of things, but that's the way it go. Fantasy gonna do what it do. But
yeah, definitely. Yeah, but hats off to you. You got that dub.
Yeah, Perk supposed to get me, but he didn't get me because I got lucky on the last second deal with Roman Doomsday. I got lucky to beat him. Then you left everybody on the bench, so
yeah. I'm sitting there like, man.
Yeah. I know you was hot about that, man. So
I'm enjoying it.
I'm 2-0. I'm happy about it.
Letting him hang. That boy letting him hang.
Okay. Yeah. Enjoy it. You're welcome for all the advice I gave. Like I told you, I'm here to teach.
I appreciate
coach,
it. Keep it coming. I'm tuned in.
You got a big match this week.
Yeah.
You got a big match this week. You up against Killer Bees. Y'all both 2-0. Somebody got to lose.
Somebody got to lose. He gonna be the one. Only person I'm scared of in this league is the Hall of Famer, Blitzmaster Dre, and GOAT. That's it. Everybody else, they getting their head knocked off.
Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why GOAT intimidates you? And make sure you look at him when you ask.
The numbers he putting up the best numbers. Him and Dre putting up the best numbers, man. His team is performing. He picked some good players. So it's GOAT. Who is GOAT?
That's his arch enemy.
Yeah, that's my homeboy.
Oh man, you can forget about it, man. You can forget about it, man. I knew he won.
Man, it's still early, man.
On the draft day.
Yeah.
He had on his mind already. I already knew that.
For him.
He understood the assignment.
For him, he going hard because this is his revenge league.
Yeah, so I won it.
You know how some players have a revenge game? This is revenge league.
Yeah. So I was in his league before, so I won the chip in his league. So this is get back. So I invited him so he could come ahead and see what he could do if he could get it back. But so far he's doing good, but it's still early.
Remember, he changed his name at the draft. Remember, he had another name at the draft, and he changed it to GOAT. The commissioner had a problem with that and say, no, it's just GOAT. You got to earn that GOAT. So far, he's 2-0. The commissioner didn't even want to give him nothing this week. He's supposed to give him something every week he wins.
Not every week, man. He got not every week. Now, a big gap, a big blowout type win, then he'll earn something, but not every week.
No, man, you gotta hook that
the man putting numbers on the board, man.
Right. That's how he got his period in his A. But if he get a close win, you know what I mean, like a lucky win, like Middle Fingers got, then hey.
See,
I'm just saying. Hold on, what you say? If I beat myself, then that really don't count in my book. But
it don't count, Coach. How it don't count?
You just said it yourself. You got 70 points on the bench. And I lost by 20.
That's bad coaching.
I take all the heat from it.
That's bad coaching. That's what he said that on your show.
But
he said that on your show, my boy.
Understand this though. That let me know he know my team better than his. It's just the coaching mistake I made. That's it. My team is better than
Got that
yours.
You
reverse
coach was saying
psychology.
your locker room
You
culture is not
the
together.
game with your
This is
mind.
fantasy
I get
football.
it.
Man, I'm getting to know all my players. And
If your
everything.
culture
We
ain't
still trying to
together,
get to
if
know
the
each
culture in the
other.
locker room ain't together, it's the coach's fault. Go ask the Dolphins.
That's
Hey,
true. That's
hey.
true, but I'm new to this team, so everybody got to, yoke together. So it's still early. I'm
So is
learning all
he.
the personalities.
So is he. So is the GOAT. So is
I
the
ain't gonna
GOAT.
Well, I understand, just like he said, he took my advice from what I gave him last week, which helped him coach better. So right now, I'm still teaching, man. Like,
No, you just beating yourself
I'm
in.
still
Not only did
teaching.
you put in an inferior lineup, you coached your opponent to beat you.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Man,
That's what
That's
I see. You
coaching,
got
man,
to,
right there,
but it's
man.
early. We got to see each other again. So
Mike from
just know
Yeah,
Miami,
we
that.
ladies and
definitely
gentlemen.
see
Mike
each
from
other.
We got to see each other again.
Yeah,
So
we definitely
I
gonna
think
see.
everybody that plays in the first 2 or 3 weeks see each other again.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know for
Yeah,
sure everybody play each
yeah.
other in the first 2 weeks. Because I play Kiki again in week 12. I ain't forgot, bro. I
Ooh.
laugh and play Kiki on the phone and all that shit on the off day on week 12, bro. Week 12, your little man gonna cry.
Week
Little
12.
man gonna cry. He might not
Yeah.
even ride shotgun with you that week, and he ride
Man.
shotgun with you every week.
And speaking
You
of,
might, he might feel like you disgraced the family name when I whip you on week 12, boy. Miles, thank you so much for tuning in, my brother. I wish you the best this week. We're gonna go into your matchup against Killer Bees first, brother.
that's a bet. That's a bet, man. Y'all be safe, man.
Already.
Already.
All right, he got his. I feel good now.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
cool.
vindicated for all the shots you took at me. You got shot back.
That's
I
cool.
like it. I like it.
It's Grace.
Let's discuss his matchup this week. Now, here's one thing about the middle fingers that we didn't discuss. The middle fingers picked up Daniel Jones.
Right. That was a good pickup.
That right there is a
That's
pretty
a
good pickup.
Yeah, I picked him up in my other league.
Yeah, I got him in another league as well. I think every league was trying to fight to see who could get Daniel Jones off that waiver wire. And I'm happy for him. You don't see me complaining when somebody beat me to the waiver wire, self-made. You don't see me crying about it, player. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. But that's gonna be a good matchup. Jones versus Prescott's gonna be a good matchup. McConkey versus Lamb should be good if McConkey comes in healthy. I don't look at these questionables. But Middle Fingers has Worthy coming back.
Yeah, we're going to see how Worthy go do.
I think it's gonna open up the field a little bit. That's the problem for Mahomes. He hasn't really been able to open it up.
Yeah, but the Giants got a pretty good defense, so I don't know.
Well, he's got Worthy back.
I got to see how that shoulder go hold up after a couple tackles. Because I hate for him to come in, too early and then go right back out. So he taking a chance putting him in. So I know you listening. So you taking another chance now.
But he got that Bijan Robinson, so that's like money in the bank.
Right.
That's money in the bank. Killer Bees got Chase Brown and James Conner. They've been iffy.
Yeah, I like that Warren too.
They been iffy. Yeah, no. Middle Finger's got a nice little team going on right now. You got Dicker as his kicker. No pun intended. That's gonna work. J.K. Dobbins. I think Dobbins will outperform Worthy, but everything else, I don't know, man. It's kind of up in the air. They look pretty fairly matched outside of Bijan versus Chase Brown, but that's going to be a good matchup this week. Let's go into my matchup with Light Feet Gary. Two teams who have not won a game, so at some point, one of us will be a winner. Look how evenly matched we are with projections. Of course, projections are just estimates, and I don't estimate anything. I'm guaranteed a victory over Light Feet Jerry. I talked to him this morning. Normally he's very boisterous. He's very loud and all that. I ain't hear none of that today.
I ain't hear
none of that today. I think he realized, man, it's not going to be a cakewalk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His road to a victory is actually about to get longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got Drake May been doing numbers for me, doing really good numbers against Aaron Rodgers. That's up and down. St. Brown, I'm going to give him that. St. Brown against Thomas Jr., I can't do anything about that. But if I can get some action out of Garrett Wilson, I can outdo Drake London because Drake London been underperforming.
So you saying basically Drake May ain't go outdo Rodgers for sure? You don't think Rodgers?
No. Well, he's in New Orleans, to be fair. Mm-hmm. He's in New Orleans, and they're still trying to figure some things out. But yeah, I think Drake May could put numbers on the board against Pittsburgh at home.
I think so too.
I think they can put numbers on the board. Saquon, of course, I got Saquon and James Cook. Cook had a great week last week. This week, he's running against the Dolphins
All right. He should
That
have
I should be fine. I should be
wonderful
getting some numbers.
Right.
Barkley against the Rams, he'll get a little pushback on that, but he should still do roundabout what he normally does. I got Etienne against Houston. I won't comment on that. I
Yeah.
won't comment on that.
Yeah.
I hope he does a good job in a losing effort. That's the best I could say. I want him to have a great game in a losing effort, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Tight end production, I'm out of there. Strange against McBride. I mean, and it's still, we haven't seen the McBride we saw for 24 yet.
Right.
We still haven't seen that. That doesn't mean he ain't there. That doesn't mean he ain't there. Kyle is healthy, fully healthy, so he got a lot of legs on him. So he's going to try to run some of these things through. But at some point, he's going to have to figure out McBride. And they playing the 49ers, so that defense could be a problem with that.
They pretty good on tight end.
And I picked up Matt Prater. I think I'm going to be good to go with Matt Prater.
Yep.
Matt Prater hasn't missed all season. I think he did like 18 points last week. And y'all just left him sitting there on the waiver wire. I was going to ride my kicker out, you know what I'm saying, just to prove a point to Commish. But I said, you know what? I ain't finna go there with that man. That man got bigger problems. Like GOAT. Man got bigger problems. Like the middle fingers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try this with Prater, you know what I'm saying? And man, I really need this Kansas City defense to come through. Like, it's not just the offense that's suffering right now. I need that Kansas City defense to start playing like the team they are.
Oh, Russell cooking right now, so.
Russell cooked for a game.
Yeah, he might keep riding that one out.
I'm not saying Russell's not going.
Neighbors got a little good connection going, so I don't know. 2 touchdowns.
Look, I don't knock the brother at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he's got a starting position in the NFL. But we've seen this before.
Definitely.
We've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? We've seen, and I don't mean from him. We've seen these games where these players come in, they have an extraordinary game. You know what I'm saying? And then we're like, okay, that's the new guy to ride. That's for all you J.J. McCarthy drafters out there. You thought you had the great next hope, didn't you? Good luck figuring that out. No, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man. I think I can do some damage this week. Now, he's got the Seattle defense. Seattle's been playing good. Swift hasn't been coming through.
No.
Swift hasn't been coming through. So I think I can, I think I can go ahead and get my cake and my leash and get ready to dog walk this boy. Next up, let's talk about these middle fingers and this Chase B, Killer B. I was supposed to go to that first. My apologies. No, we went to that first. We did go to that first. My apologies. Blitmaster Andre, where's Mr. Double Dose? I saw Mr. Double Dose in the building. We couldn't get him in the room. I don't know. I know you talked about this earlier with Blitmaster Andre with Jaden Daniels. He still got technically Jaden Daniels in there. I believe he don't believe the questionable. I believe he thinks he's going to start.
Yeah, if he do it, like I say, certain players, when they have that question mark, you got to really look into that injury. Now, I know y'all listening, so it's a little gem I'm giving out. You got to look at that injury and see what type of injury it is, because at the end of the day, it might be something that he don't play the whole game. He don't play through with the whole game. So with that being said, hey, be careful if you start him, because I believe he has an ankle injury. He might not be there the whole game.
Is it ankle or knee?
Knee?
I think it's knee.
Okay, knee.
I think it's knee.
All right, yeah, so I don't know. I don't really like starting questionable players with certain injuries, so good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. Obviously, we see that Team Double Dose is going to start Jordan Love this week over Matt Stafford. I wonder why. Why would anybody put Matt Stafford on their bench? That would probably be a question you could answer, Commish. Seeing as how the Rams is your squad.
I mean, matchup wise, I mean, I would do it. I mean, yeah, that's my team. Matthew's my guy, but I would put him on the bench as well, just for the simple fact matchups. You play your best matchup.
Well, to be fair, Jordan Love is playing the Browns.
Right.
I see a lot of success there. Whereas Matthew Stafford is playing the Eagles.
Right. So you don't want to go against that.
And he's playing in Philly.
Right. You don't want to go against that.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's a good call, Commish. So, if Jane Daniels starts, they look pretty evenly matched up. And we got two of the biggest performers of last week, Puka Nacua and Neighbors, competing against each other.
Yeah, this would be a good, actually, fantasy matchup.
I love it. Let's go to Go Time Gary versus Big Perk 409. Shout out to everybody in the 409. You know, that's the area that I come from. Port Arthur, Beaumont, Orange. We refer to that as the Golden Triangle.
Golden Triangle?
Yes, absolutely. And, well, for one, Port Arthur, Lincoln High School for many, many years until probably within the last 10 years sent the most people to the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so and I don't know who went to your school or whatever, but I don't know if you. I've never heard you brag on anybody go to the Super Bowl, so I don't know. It could be a point of contention for you. Go time Gary versus Big Perk. We've got Baker Mayfield versus Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes is playing the Giants, as we referred to.
Right.
Baker's playing the Jets. Now that's going to be interesting because we still don't know if Fields going to play. He's out, right?
He's out.
He's out. Concussion, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's gonna be an interesting
Yeah, I believe
interesting
that's
game for
even
Baker
matchup.
Mayfield. Should be able to get busy, and we're gonna figure out where Mahomes is because you feel like that Russell could get busy against him. We'll see. Jamar Chase versus DJ Moore. On its head, you would think Chase should body this matchup, but we've got to figure out what's going on with Browning. Browning's the quarterback.
Right.
Now he got busy last week, but that might have just been a fluke.
Right, and they got tape on him now, so.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Devontae Smith been letting me down all season. He's playing Keenan Allen. That's gonna be a problem. Kyron Williams versus Hall. Hall against Tampa Bay. He's got a chance to do some numbers. That Tampa Bay defense.
Nah, he shut Texans down, so I don't know.
Well, you got Kyron Williams against the Eagles, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's probably be an even match.
Yeah.
Now Kamara versus Mason. This is gonna be the week that Mason takes over on all touches.
Right.
At running back. And Mason can catch a pass or two too. So
He should put up numbers.
now Kamara's playing Seattle, who ain't got it all figured out yet either.
Right.
But they don't have a trash defense, so we'll figure that out. Knox versus Bowers. Normally you would give it to Bowers if he starts.
Right.
That's very easy because Bowers is a wide receiver moonlighting as a tight end. I think everybody sees that for what it is. McMillan versus Diggs. I don't see a lot out of either of them right now. Terry, to be fair, is playing a little better than Diggs, but they just haven't really worked him in yet. I don't know how that's going to go. Kickers are evenly matched and the defense are evenly matched. I'm still going to give this one, I feel, to go time Gary because I feel like Tampa Bay just got their shit together better than Kansas City.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I believe, and these things typically lead with quarterback play. But then again, we've got some different matchups. Chicago's in Dallas, Cincinnati's in Minnesota. So we got a couple of things. We're going to see some action out here. I think, honestly, this Jets game could end up being, I think it could be a dog walk, honestly, because they're playing them at home, and they got to figure this shit out. Gary might have a bigger advantage on this on Perk, but Perk been sneaky. We're going to see what you're going to do, Big Perk.
Right.
And then who's this last matchup here?
Me and self-made players.
How do you feel about that, Commissioner?
I got to figure this quarterback thing out. I had Bo Nix on the bench because he performed poorly first week. So second week is when I benched him. Of course, he went off. I could have used those points and actually beat the middle fingers, but hey, overcoached myself, underestimated Bo Nix. Didn't think he was going to do as good as he did. But, I took the L. So I might start him, but, I got a phone call earlier this morning from a couple people in the fantasy league, and, they had a couple players that they had mentioned, and, they put a little bug in my ear. Carson Wentz, as you spoke of before.
Oh,
Might start him.
so what you're saying is that in the same way someone got a tip from a conversation with you or listening to a conversation with you, you got a tip listening to a conversation.
Yes, definitely. I could be the student as well. I'm not only the teacher, but I can also be the student. So we good.
I don't need a commissioner that's still learning.
No,
And that's why we had all this waiver wire.
I'm going to always be learning.
Well, now
I
that
never know it all.
All right, we're going to go through this, and we're going to end this with this waiver wire conversation. So you got Lamar against Knicks this week, or you're going to put you're saying you're going to put Knicks on the bench?
It's undecided.
Okay.
It's game time decision.
All right, well, you know which quarterback you're facing, so good luck with that. But here's the thing, he's got Jefferson. We got to figure out how Jefferson is going to go.
Right, with his new quarterback, with Wentz,
Right.
so that's another thing. I might start him, but I know I'm going to get points if Justin Jefferson getting points.
But but to be fair, you got Johnston,
Right.
which a lot of people slept on him. They slept on him, and he's been showing up. And Jigba is finally finding his rhythm. He's been getting targets, he's been getting yards, but I think he found his rhythm now.
Yeah, he's nice.
You know what I'm saying? Williams, obviously, with Detroit, he's going to see some. Now, here's where I think you have a clear advantage, Commish, the running back position, because Neither Genty nor Pacheco have had a great week this season. Neither of them. I mean, Genty is, he's almost out of there. Like, if he doesn't perform this week, I don't know if self-made players is going to be willing to keep him any longer. Meanwhile, you have Josh Jacobs and Bucky Irvin.
Right.
Two guys, they're both
some numbers.
They're both the lead runners. They both lead in targets, you know what I'm saying, in yardage every week. So I think you're good to go to that. Tight end, Hunter Henry. I would like to see May get him more involved in the game. He's got a quarterback that can get the ball to him, but it's about finding him a bit more of a rhythm. Johnson with New Orleans, he could get busy against Seattle. He could get busy. Your flex is, I think, where you got an issue at, because you got Myers, who couldn't get his action this past weekend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus Kenneth Walker, who is now finding his stride. He was a no-show week 1.
Right.
Kenneth Walker was a no-show week 1.
Benched on week 2. Now week 3, just keep that same energy as week 2.
I know that's
Same
right.
energy.
Now I like this pickup on kicker, Schrader.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. This is another kicker. I think that has not missed all season.
Right.
And he's averaging like 3 field goals and at least 2 extra points. So you're in a good place with Schrader as a kicker. I'll admit I picked him up in another league myself. I just seen him sitting on a wire with a perfect record for the season. We're not finna do all that. We're not just finna look at that and act like that don't exist. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. Cardi, I think you guys are evenly matched on defense, but I think the running back position that he's lacking in is going to give you a clear advantage in this game. Whether your guys can win, I don't know, but you've got a clear advantage because Jackson and Jefferson, you never know.
Right.
You know, Jackson could be letting it go, let the running game lead most of it, or he could be out there, throwing them downfield, running them things in. It's a lot to match up with. And he's playing the Lions, too. Right. So they got to play a very strong game. So I figured he'll have a little bit more passing in this game than he normally would, because Goff been throwing the shit out that ball. And he's probably going to have to play a game of keep up. And it's Monday Night Football, so that's going to be a great football game for everybody to watch. I think that's it for the league as far as matchups. How did this waiver wire situation go? So for most of y'all that don't know, and he's been kind of commenting on this shit as much as he can, that's why I let Bandit lean on him, is because last week we discussed the idea that I gave up a kicker. I took a kicker and gave up Merritt last week. And somebody picked him up. And because of how the waiver wire is set, someone who believed they had this player realized that they didn't have this player, and someone else got that player. So we let them air their grievances to the commissioner. We put up a poll with the players in the league, and we also took comments into consideration, because a lot of people that play a lot of fantasy football left comments on the Trill League page. Commissioner, having taken everything into consideration, as of today, where do we stand on the waiver wire issue in the Trill League?
Okay, so I heard all you guys' comments, at least most of them, from the poll online. But y'all ain't put y'all money up. Like, this league is for the people that's actually inside the league. They the ones who actually have the voice of actually changing any type of rules or settings. So in the league, we put a poll up as well. And the poll so far for those that voted is 3-1, meaning keeping it as is. So appreciate all your comments and everything.
I don't accept that, Commissioner. I don't accept that, because if it was a money thing, you were at the draft.
Correct.
I saw you ask no one for their fees.
Correct.
All right, so you can't start complaining about the fact that you haven't collected fees.
No. I ain't speaking on that I ain't collecting fees. I'm saying that the fact that the people on the outside that's doing comments, those are the ones that can't change the rules in our Trill League.
That's fine. But until you have 8 other opinions, you can't make no decision.
No.
Unless these people say, man, I ain't in that. Y'all do what y'all want to do.
Right. So no decision has been made.
But to be fair, if we're looking at voting, you know what I'm saying? You either vote for or against. We haven't had people vote for or against, and no one has abstained, so you can't excuse those people. The only way you can excuse people is if they decide, I don't care one way or another, so I'm not going to vote. That's on y'all.
Correct.
We haven't had those opinions
so
yet.
On the voting, on the poll, it's only 4 people voted. 3 said keep as is. Only 1 wants to change it. So until, whenever I put a 3-day max.
So what you're saying is, until we hear a viewpoint or an opinion from every single player, we're going to leave it as is. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. I mean, I don't have the connection to everybody.
I understand that.
But
I absolutely understand.
Then once everybody vote, then we'll make a change, or we can make it now. Like I say, I'm the commissioner, so I'm here to make sure everything is equal. That's all I want to do. Everybody got a fair chance and a fair, have an opinion and be able to voice their opinion. So I'm okay whichever way it goes. Like I've played in some of the easiest leagues, some of the most advanced leagues. So I'm okay whichever way it goes. If y'all don't want no waivers, cool. Y'all want waivers, cool. If y'all want to put the FAAB for as where you bid on the waivers, we have $100 and we use our internet money to actually pick up the player, cool. Whichever way y'all want to do it. I just want to make everything fair, make sure everybody get a chance to get that player, and then, hey, you got them, you go put them in, or you go keep 'em on the bench. Are you playing keep away or what? So, hey, however y'all want to do it, let's do it.
Well, you've heard it from our 0-2 commissioner that plays in big leagues and little leagues, which I guess is an advantage. I don't know what that means.
Because I see both sides, man. I see the people that really do this, and then I hear the people that don't even vote. That's not even really just into it like that. So,
but I was pretty sure that somebody that's really, really into this brought up this concern in the first place.
yes, he is.
Right.
But this the same guy that said he started off from an advanced IDP league, and it was too much. He actually used them words. It was too much. I told him we could do that next year. He like, oh man, we do it next year. Then hey, I don't know. I'm gonna only have to be in one league because that's just too much. How you go from too much to, like elementary? Like this league is not elementary.
Okay. That flag on the play. Flag on the play.
This ain't elementary.
Flag on the
but
play.
At the end of the day, we start off in a hard league.
You're gonna be on the phone again today. I can guarantee you. Once this come out, you're gonna be on the phone again today.
I mean, that's fine.
With Mr. Elementary, with Mr. Elementary himself, that's when you're gonna be on the phone with.
From that to a 2-flex league, I don't know. I don't get it. So, but hold on. Let's set the record straight as well. So, now mind you, I'm in 3 leagues this year. So,
Okay.
these 2 leagues, honestly, I call them my easy leagues.
All right.
Hold on.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Because you just call him elementary, you call my league easy.
No,
But you 0-2. That's crazy because you 0-2.
But the league that I'm in, that's the advanced league, that's the IDP that everybody says is too hard, don't want to do. I'm 2-0 in first place.
Good for you. We don't talk about that league.
So
Nobody care about that league. I'm in 400 leagues that nobody
It's
care.
like Bill Belichick going to the college stage. He gonna struggle because he used to the professionals, the one that's really doing it.
That sound more like you.
Go down.
Because y'all got the same record.
Yeah, I just gotta. I gotta go back down to okay, this how they do it. This how they draft. You know what I mean? I'm gonna figure it out, but because I come from that, you know what I mean. But being at the advanced,
If you play in advanced levels, my boy, it shouldn't matter what the rules are, the waiver wire, none of that.
I have to make my adjustments, man. It's just gonna take me a little bit of time. A little bit of time.
All right. Well, we will see. I don't know how much time we got.
Got a whole season.
Life comes and goes.
Got a whole season. It's still early. Everybody calm down. It's still early, man. I've been 0-4 and made the playoffs. So I've done this before. This calm demeanor.
We don't have any cookies here, so if anybody would like to send cookies to the Trill League Fantasy Football Show, we'd love to have them so we can give him one. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. As always, man, we're having a great time playing fantasy football, and I hope y'all are too. And if you're not, just come and watch our league, man. We're having a great time. We'd love for you to join us. See y'all next week right here on the Trill League Fantasy Football. Same day, same time. No, next week we're switching.
Yeah, next week.
Next week we're going to Wednesday, and we finna stop playing with Sunday because ain't nobody watching us on Sunday morning. Everybody's watching what they want to watch to get their stats and get their lineups up. That's cool. You still can't whoop us though.
There you
No
go.
matter how early you get up and watch the shit, you cannot. Well, I wouldn't say us, but we got a pretty hard league over here. But like he said, we're gonna turn shit around. We'll see y'all next week, man. Keep it trill.